Hey guys, Dr. Kristie Ennis. I'm over here today at Studio 151 Fitness to bring you guys a Tabatalates or a Tabatalates, say that 10 times fast, class today. Whether you're doing this live or whether you're tuning in during some other time, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys have fun today. That's number one. Number two is obviously get a really good workout. Feel free to share this with anybody that you know that's at home right now and needs to exercise, which is really almost everybody at this point in time. So a couple things you need to know. Number one, Tabata is a 20-second interval and a 10-second rest or recovery. I'm going to have you guys do kind of an active recovery in between. And we're going to use traditional, or mostly traditional, Pilates-style moves today. So we're going to work the whole body, really focusing in on the abs, though, too, as well as that cardiovascular component. And making sure that if you really want to get more out of this workout, or the most out of this workout, make sure you've got your equipment ready to go. Now you can do this without any equipment at all, which is kind of the cool part about it. But if you want to add a little bit more challenge, you can grab some weights and a band to put around the legs. Otherwise, just go with nothing, and that's totally cool too. I'm going to demonstrate each move before I'm asking you guys to do it, and there will be 2 exercises in each little set. So 4 minutes for each kind of grouping. And you'll have time a little bit in between as I go over the next exercises for the next set. So a couple things to keep in mind though too. Number one, besides having fun, is that you really want to make sure you are engaging in the abdominal muscles, which means that you are just gently pulling that lower belly in, so kind of pulling that belly button in, not a chest suck in. Okay, that's really important. Number 2, you're finding your happy spine position. So that's what we call a neutral spine. So you want to make sure that you do a little bit of pelvic kind of tilting, so flatten the back, arch the back, and then find that spot in the middle that feels the most comfortable, because nobody's back is the same. So you want to keep that position, or try to keep that position as we go through, and that includes when we get down onto the ground. So Bob Ross had his happy trees. You guys all want to have your happy spines and your happy abs by the time we're done with this workout today. All right, so we're going to get started. I am going to demonstrate using some weights today, but like I said, remember, you do not have to use a single thing except your bodies in order to get a good workout from this. So we're going to go one exercise, and then we'll go right into the second exercise, and then we'll repeat that for that total of that 4 minutes before we move on again. So first exercise today is going to be a side lunge and a little windmill. So really leaning back into that lunge and opening up that arm. Second exercise is going to be a prayer squat. So hands in the middle, holding those weights if you're using them. You're going to rotate to one side, back up and press, rotate to that other side. And I'm going to be glancing down at my watch here and there just so that I can make sure we have the right timing. For those of you guys that know me, I am not the best counter or timer, so I'm really going to try to be as accurate as possible on this. So grab your weights if you're using them, and let's begin. Here we go. Lunging out to the side, rotate, together. Remember, we're doing that 20 seconds, and we get that little bit of that recovery in between. And don't mind me, because I will be out of breath, which hopefully you guys will be too. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those weights right to the middle. Just add a nice little march to kind of keep your body going here a little bit. And now we're going right into that little prayer squat. So feet together, rotate it, and press. Good. Rotate, press. Make sure you're sticking those buns right out. Even if someone's behind you, it's okay. If the press start part starts to hurt your shoulders, go ahead and take that part out. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Again, adding that little march in. We don't have a whole heck of a lot of time in between here. Get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Back to that side lunge and rotate in together. Other side lunge. If this bothers your knees for any reason, you can always just add a step to the side as opposed to going into that little bent leg position. And good. Come back to the middle. Add that little march again. Whew, I'm out of breath already. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rotate. Press. Rotate. There goes. My voice is raising. Oh, you can always, like I said, take out that press if you need to. Really try to keep that squat and that rotation though. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Again, march it out or add that little side step tap. And we're going in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rotate and lunge. Get rid of those weights at any time if you need to. And the cool thing is you can always add them back later if you want to as well. Ooh, sorry, that was a bad rotation on that one. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, everybody catch their breath. Focus on the diaphragm. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Drop down into that squat. Rotate and press. Rotate and press. Good. I should have worn shorts. Next time I'll remember to do that. At least if you're listening in New Hampshire, the sun is actually shining today instead of snow. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay, back to the side lunges. Oh, I lost my watch. In 3, 2, 1. Don't forget, really sit that butt back. Reach that arm back. Again, if that bothers the shoulders too, you can always just add that side lunge in. You're still getting that heart rate up and those muscles to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. I hope nobody ate lunch before this because you're not going to feel that great after. If you did, almost there. And done. Good. Woohoo, we're almost there. Get ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Squat it down, over, and press. Squat, press, squat, press, squat, press. Almost there. This is the last one. Whew. And we're only partially done right now, too. Go, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And done. Nicely done. All right, next one, we're actually getting down onto the ground. So if you've got a mat available, that would be helpful. You can use a blanket or a pillow. But this time we're actually doing the same exercise on both sides. We're just alternating. Hopefully my mic is still on for you guys there. But it's going to be a single leg bridge. Just a little pulse like this. We'll do one side and then the other. Your butt will feel this afterwards, trust me. So get ready to go here. We're going to go in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One leg up. If you start to get a little hamstring cramping, the leg that's on the ground, go ahead and lift those toes up. That's going to help a little bit for that. Uh-oh, this is bad science. Only 1 rep so far. 5 seconds to go. Good. Bring that leg down. Bring your butt down. And just get ready to go on that other side because we're going in 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 1. Woohoo. Try to keep those hips level too if you can. That's important as well. We're halfway on this side. You got 10 seconds left. If you need to, at any point during this, you can go ahead and put both feet down and relax. So if it's getting too much to do one, go ahead and switch to doing both legs. But again, just that little bit of a pulse there. And we're up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift it up. Remember, just a tiny little butt tap down and lift right back up again. Really think about squeeze into those buns. My breathing is really getting bad. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Butt down, back to the other side again. Use that diaphragm. 3, 2, 1. Notice I am trying to keep my happy little spine position here. Don't arch, don't round as you're coming through either side. And don't drop or dip those hips. Those are the 2 important things about this one down on the ground. 5 seconds. Whew. Good. Okay, back to that other side again. I know time goes by fast when you're having fun, right? In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift it up and back down. Again, remember you can lift those toes up if you need to, if you're starting to get a little cramping in the hamstring of the leg that's down on the ground there. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to that other side again. It gets hard to keep track of which side you just did sometimes too. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift it on up. Again, give that little bit of that extra butt squeeze right at the top there, just to really make it go. Five seconds. Good. Holy moly. Back to the other side, and then we've got one more, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Obviously not so much of an active rest on this one. I'm just letting your buns relax a little bit. Ten seconds to go on this side, then we've got one more on each leg. Good, come on down, almost there. One more time on each side. Here we go, lift it on up. Ten seconds. I hope I am still on the right side for you guys. It's hard to count and do this all at the same time. Good, okay. One more to go, then we're back up again. In 3, 2, and 1. Last time. Last leg. And like I said, we're back on up again. You should be breaking a sweat by now too a little bit. If not, work harder. 5 seconds to go. That's it. No rest though, of course, because we got to get right back up again. Roll to that side first. Come right up into a standing position. All right. This is going to be the same exercise on both sides, so that's how it's going to kind of be broken up there, okay? So we're going to go, it's going to be a curtsy, stepping back, and then squeeze into those side abs as you pull that knee in. So we'll stay on one side and then switch to the other side for the next 20 seconds, and we're up in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Curtsy and pull. Curtsy, pull. That's it. Curtsy, pull. Again, forgive me for looking at my watch just to make sure we're on the right page here. And I don't want to fall over. So the other thing is too, be next to something solid and done. Good. Be next to something solid if you need it for balance purposes. And you can always do this with one weight. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cross behind. Whoa, see, I lost my balance a little bit there too. So you want to move quickly, but safely and with control. Really make sure that you're focusing on trying to pull that knee out to the side and squeeze down into that rib cage. In 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Cross it. Whoopsies. Boy, I'm going to really mess you guys up there. Cross and curtsy. Good. Add that little pull. Squeeze and pull. Again, get rid of those weights if you need to. Almost there. And done. Good. Back to that other side again. I'll try not to mess it up on the side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. Cross and pull. My arm's actually getting tired. So do be careful of that. Make sure that you keep good form throughout this whole thing. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Back to that other side again. You have 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Cross it and pull. Cross behind. Pull. Try to keep those hips facing forward if you can there. You're halfway on this side for this run. In 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to the other side again. Oh, really time is flying by here. 3, 2, and 1. Cross behind and pull. Cross, pull. Almost there, almost there. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. And we got one more on each side here to go. Get ready. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cross, squeeze. So, see, I can't even breathe as I'm squeezing. Try not to do that. Do make sure that you breathe. Really try to think about sitting back into it too. 5 seconds. Good. Last time on the other side here. In 3, 2, and 1. Cross behind and pull. Pay attention to if it's harder on one side than another too. It means that there's probably a little bit of an imbalance in there, and you really want to try to work to correct that. Lost my watch. 5 seconds. And nice job. Take a little tiny, tiny break. We're going right back down onto the ground, onto our backs. Have those weights handy if you're able. We're going to go into what's called a dead bug, or as I like to call it, a struggling bug, because dead bugs don't move. So, getting that happy spine position, arms and legs up, don't arch that spine. We're going to alternate one leg going straight and the other arm going straight. Second exercise is going to be with a little bend in those elbows. One leg drops down straight as those arms pull out to the side. So starting with that dead bug, got those weights up and arms up. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, forgive my form on this one just because I want to be able to watch my watch too. Notice though, I'm also not pushing my abdominals out. That's really important. You want to make sure that you keep everything pulled in. In 3, 2, and 1. Good. And you can even just give those knees a little hug into your chest to take a break there. That might feel good. But bring those legs right back up again, because here we are. Okay? Drop one leg. Elbows come out to the side. So don't forget too, you don't want to arch that spine. So it's okay if that leg doesn't go all the way to the ground. Notice mine does not. If I do, I will put my spine in not a happy place. It's all about being happy today. We have enough sadness around. Good. Go ahead and take that pause. Squeeze those knees in again. We're back up in 5. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Alternate arm and leg. Don't worry if you mess up the movement a little. Really, you just want to focus on the legs and arms moving and not the spine. Keep some blanket out on me there. 5 seconds. And good. Pause. Hug those knees in again. We're up in 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Drop that leg with control. Point those toes if you can. Pretty feet. 10 seconds to go. Notice I just actually twisted a little. Try not to do that. 3, 2, and 1. We're halfway with this one. So 2 more for each of these exercises. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Whoopsies, I'm messing. I really am going to mess you guys up. Try to start from that bent position and straighten that leg up. You're going to straighten out as far as you can without losing that spine position. Don't forget. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Okay. Back to that leg drop in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Open and drop. Remember, you want to keep a little bit of speed here, but also good form at the same time. So don't just rush through it to get through it. You can always replay this later if you need to. 5 seconds. Good. Okay, one more time in each of those positions. Get ready to go. In 3, 2, and 1. Back to that dead bug, struggling bug. I'm just going to rename it. It is struggling bug now. So, even though we're really working those abs here, you should still be working up a sweat. I should have grabbed a towel. Make sure that you do have water available to you. And pause. Last exercise in this set. You got 5 seconds. Wiggle your feet. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Oops, I'm not pointing my toes. Now, if you start to get cramping in your feet, please stop pointing your toes. It's okay. You don't need to. And obviously you're breathing. Please don't forget that part either. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Back on up to standing. Excusez-moi. All right. This one is going to be a reverse lunge. Water break for everybody here while I'm drinking water. A reverse lunge with a little knee raise and an arm pull down. Sounds like a lot. It's not too bad. Again, same exercise, just both sides. So I'll step to the side to do this one so you can see first. Step back into that lunge. Pull those arms back. Back into that lunge. Pull those arms back. Okay? I'm going to use the clock up here so I don't have to keep using my watch. So if I turn to the side, forgive me. But we are getting ready to go here in 3, 2, and 1. So lunge it back, bring that knee up. Lunge it back, arms come forward, don't fall over. Again, try to use something for balance if you need to. The other thing too is if it hurts to lunge, just add that little step back, but still try to get that knee raise. Drop those weights if you need to. Still try to keep that motion and mobility. Good. Switch into the other side. Little taps back and forth. You have 3, 2, 1. Other side. Here we go. Lunge it down, knee raise, and lift. Hope you guys can still hear me as I'm really breathless now at this point. Don't hunch those shoulders up when you bring those arms back either, okay? Lift and lunge. Lift and lunge. Almost there. Good. Okay. 1 down. 3 to go on each side here. And we're up in 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Lunge it back. Lift it forward. Again, remember, it's okay to take out any part of this if it's bothering your body. Modification, totally cool. I'm a physical therapist. I don't want people to actually get hurt. My job is to make sure you guys feel good. Almost there. Good. Okay. You try talking and exercising and see how that makes you even more out of breath. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Lunge it down. Arms come up and lift. Notice I'm not lifting those arms very high. You want to protect that shoulder too. If we swing all the way forward and lift them up high, it's not that great for the shoulder joint itself. Good. And rest. Awesome. Halfway. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Step back, lift. Knee lift. Don't forget, you really want to think squeeze into those abs, but don't hold your breath. Squeeze and breathe. It's the new motto, a new theme. You have 5 seconds to go. And pause it. Good. Other side. Again, little tap, little march, whichever feels better. Keep that blood flow going. You're up in 3, 2, and 1. Here. Lift. Lift. Really think when you bring those arms back, squeeze into those shoulder blades. And 3, 2, and 1. One more time on each side here, and then we have one more set of exercises, and we'll get a little stretch into. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Step, lift, lunge, and knee lift. Try not to lock that standing leg. Also, don't try to fall over like I almost did. You have 5 seconds to go. And done. Last time on that other side. And then we're going to end on the ground. Get ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Step it back. Lift it up. Don't forget that squeeze, that belly button, squeeze those shoulder blades. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! All right, this next one is going to be kneeling. So if worse comes to worse and you can't get into this position, you can always do push-ups on the wall, okay, or on the counter. And the same thing would be for the plank one. I would have you guys do a plank on the wall or the counter with a tap out to the side. If you're following along with me and are able to get down onto that ground, we're going to go right from a child's pose into a push-up. If the push-up part's too much, you're still going to go child's pose to that plank on the knees. Think about pull that belly button in. All right, that's the first exercise. Second exercise, again, remember you can do it on the wall or the counter. Push into that plank, hover, and you're going to pull those knees right apart. It looks super duper cool if you're doing this with someone right now. All right, so getting back into that child's pose, or like I said, up onto that wall or counter if you're just going to do the push-ups there. And get ready. In 3, 2, 1. So child's pose, rock forward into that push-up. Try to get that full push-up there. Don't cheat yourself. Really press back into that child's pose. Ignore my head position because I know that is not the proper form. Again, I'm trying to look at the clock for you guys. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. So tuck those toes under so you're ready to go. Hands stacked under those shoulders. In 3, 2, 1. Pressing up just so those knees are right above the ground. Your back is still flat. You're not arching. You're not rounding. Bringing those knees side to side. Don't lock those elbows either. That's the other thing I see people do a lot. Try to keep a little tiny bend in there. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. If you want in between, hold that child's pose. It just feels really good. I'm not going to so that I can watch the clock, but you know that it feels good. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Rock it forward to that push-up. Child's pose and push-up. In 3, 2, and 1. Again, if you want to hang out in that child's pose, you can. Otherwise, be in that quadruped, that hands and knees, and tuck those toes. In 3, 2, 1. Press those knees up, and the knees come out. Again, remember, you can always do this with a band if you need a little bit more resistance here. Don't be dipping and twisting anywhere. This is terrible on the neck, so don't look up like this. Look at an angle when you're doing this at home. Good. Come on down. Halfway, so we have 2 more of each of those poses. I super duper am sweaty now. Here we go. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So stretch it out. Rock it forward. That was a bad one. I kept my butt up in the air. Don't do that. Don't be me. There we go. The stretch part should feel really extra good, though, today. We all need a little bit of stress relief, I think. 3, 2, and 1. Again, rest in child's pose or come up into that hands and knees position. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Knees come out. Just small movement here. Remember, don't lock those elbows. Don't lift your head like me. About a 45-degree angle. Don't look at what your knees and feet are doing either. And rest. 1 more of each little pose to wipe my sweat away. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Stretch it forward. And then add that push-up. Remember, if you need to take the push-up out, go ahead. Don't feel bad, too, if you need to get up and use the wall now, too. No problem there. Yay! Done with that one. We have one more plank exercise to go. Very exciting. Then we'll do a little stretching. Ooh, get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Push those knees up. Bring them out. Bring them out. Don't let your hips be swinging. Again, trying to look at that about 45-degree angle, kind of in front of those fingertips. My soup is trying to say hi. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. That was a great, quick little lunchtime workout for you guys. Let's end it with some stretching so that you can de-stress, relax those muscles that you just worked. So, starting with that child's pose, we're going to drop the butt off the left side of those heels and bring those hands over to the right side. So you're really stretching the left side of the body now. Really focus in on that diaphragm breathing. And if you don't know what that is, you really want, when you breathe in, to push the belly out. And then when you breathe out, the belly flattens. And go ahead and switch sides. So butt drops off the right side of the heels, right hand over that left one. Good. Let's go right back to the middle. So you can stick with that standard child's pose, or if you need a little more stretch in the mid-back, puppy dog pose. You're going to come off those heels and then stretch those arms out, trying to bring that forehead right down to the mat. Otherwise, like I said, stick with that child's pose. Go ahead and come on up into a seated position. My hair is flying away too after being sweaty and staticky. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let those knees drop open. If you need to, certainly sit up on a blanket to help prop those hips up. Either stay here if it's comfortable, or if you want a little bit more stretch, grab onto those feet. Bring the chest forward. Don't just drop forward. Bring the chest forward, and then go ahead and let that head drop down. Heart rate should be coming back down. Good. One more nice breath. Go ahead and come on up. You're going to bring the right leg out straight, crossing the left leg over. If you need to, you can bring that left foot down a little bit more if it's hard to cross. And then you're going to take that right arm and try to hug that knee in. Left hand goes behind you on the floor, sitting up tall. Take a breath in, and then you're going to exhale with a rotation to the left, your head being the last thing to follow. Make sure that you're really keeping that right leg grounded down. I'm going to encourage you guys to try to get some active stretching in later in the day too. Go ahead and come on out of that. Take that left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Again, sitting up tall, think about bringing your chest forward and then let your hands come down. So if you've been doing a lot of sitting during the day, you want to do moving or dynamic stretching instead of just static stretching like we're doing right now after we've done our exercise. So things like even those side lunges that we did in the beginning there, or walking lunges or walking straight leg raises, those are great ways to get the body moving and blood flow going. Good. Come on up. Straighten out the left leg, cross the right one over. Again, if it needs to be lower down, you can. Try to sit up tall here though. Wrap that left arm around that right leg. Right hand comes behind, and then twisting off to that right side. Let the head be the last thing to follow. Even doing a quick bit of one of these workouts that the studio has posted and then doing some stretching is really great. Even if you don't have a whole 45 minutes or an hour, little pieces of exercise and movement during the day are going to be your new best friend here. They're going to keep your body from getting tightened up, and the muscle and fascia, can't speak anymore, too much work, muscle and fascia from getting all restricted too. Okay, go ahead and come on back, carefully out of that twist. Sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh, sitting up nice and tall, and then reaching it forward. You can let that head go. Good. Come on up. We're going to get to the quads, and then we'll end for the day. Please don't forget, too, that as a physical therapist, I actually am still open during this time, so that if you do have any pain, you are more than welcome to come see me in my office here at the studio. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, I do offer online appointments too. So you're going to grab, and if you need to hold on to something for balance, but grabbing one foot in that hand. If you need to, you can grab your pants too. And then bring that heel up towards your butt. Press that foot right into that hand to get that quad stretch there. Don't lock that standing knee. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit and get a little bit more hip flexor, if you think about extending that leg back, and then even coming forward with it. Add that arm out if you want. Get a little dancer's pose in there. Might as well work whatever we can when we can. And then go ahead and switching legs. So bringing that other right foot up towards your butt, pressing into the hand. And then again, if you want to get a little bit more hip flexor, which is really good for your back to get those hip flexors stretched, kick and extend that right leg back. And then you can even add a little bit more by coming forward with that. Adding that balance pose in. If you still want to do the stretch and don't want the balance, just use this hand to hold on to something. Awesome. Hopefully you guys feel a lot better. I know I actually do feel better too. Try to get outside today, even though you can't be around people. Try to get outside and get some fresh air. That's going to help too. Stay tuned for any of the other awesome videos that the studio is posting. And thank you again for tuning in today.